And we're live. Alright. Hi, Lord Magicus, and we're going to play some more Merfolk in Modern. So, as usual, just give me a second here to make sure everything's set up. This will be exciting. So this will be the first time that we're trying with the London Mulligan. Rule just went into effect today. Okay. And I think, yeah, that should be good. Alright, give it a second. Alright. Everything's great. Fantastic. Alright. So, for today, we are going to test a little bit of a different list. So I'm going to try Phantasmal Image in my list today. I kind of redid this a little bit. I want to see how the Harbinger does instead of the Vapor Snag, because I really want a little bit more power in my deck, and I think a Phantasmal Image is maybe one of the ways to do that, because it can be extra Lords or extra Master Waves, which is really strong. But if we're going to cut Spreading Seas from the deck, because I really am not a fan of Spreading Seas at the moment, then Phantasmal Image also can help us by copying things like Merfolk Trickster in order to keep pushing through damage that way. And Phantasmal Imaging, a Harbinger of the Tides, is also pretty good. So if we have Harbinger instead of Vapor Snag, then that makes this image a little bit better. So I'm only going to play with 3 Master Waves because I don't want to overdo it in 4-drop. So play 2 Cryptics, and then that still leaves us room to play 3 Masters, and then maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get to have the Master into vialing in the image in the same turn to get extra tokens. It's always an option, or that way we can vial it in response to a path. So it's kind of like we have extra Master Waves. And we still have a pretty good counter suite, playing 2 Cryptics, 3 Wizard Retorts, 2 Spell Pierce, and then 2 Curse Catchers. I think that it's really close for me between Mistcaller and Curse Catcher at the moment, but if I'm more concerned about maybe decks like Burn, then Curse Catcher is going to be stronger. And I think that it's fine because, well, it's kind of like Spell Pierce, so it makes running only 2 Pierce and 2 Curse Catcher a little bit more reasonable. It's kind of like we're running 3 Spell Pierce, really. But then having the 6 1-drops is important to be able to cast Wizard Retort, and I don't want to have Deprive in the list in the same deck that's trying to get to 4 mana for Cryptic Command. So I think in a Cryptic list you want to try to make Wizard Retort better. And also having more 1-drops is going to be better with Curse Catcher. Or with, yeah, having more more 1-drops is better with Cryptic, because then when you tap out their team, that lets you push through more damage. So you're a little bit more incentivized to play in this route if you want to play with Cryptic, I think. But we're going to try this. I think this will be fine. The sideboard, I'm still going to keep 2 Spreading Seas in the sideboard, as well as the 3 Ceremonious Rejection, because I do think Tron is going to be a serious problem, and we need to be prepared for it. It's a deck that will absolutely wreck you if you are not prepared, and I really don't want to lose to it. And even with this may not be enough, but at least this will give us a good chance. And yeah, the Dismembers have been fine. I was actually debating if I wanted them in the main deck or not, but I decided for this, since we're going to do Image and Harbinger, we'll try it like that first, and then Dismember could be in the main deck. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it shakes out. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is we only have 5 pieces of Graveyard Hate right now, so that's kind of risky. But a lot of these cards, like I think Cryptic or the Spell Pierce or even the Spreading Seas, are also kind of good against Dredge. So we don't have more pieces of Graveyard Hate, but we do have more cards, or even the Echoing Truth, that are actually kind of good against the Dredge deck. So I think that we'll be okay against it, but we really... It's a little bit softer than maybe I want to be against it. I think this will be fine though, so I believe that we should be good to go for this. This is how I drew it up, and this is how we're going to do it. Yeah. Excellent. Alright, let's get into this. Round 1. See how this goes. So, yeah, I think that I've kind of settled in the schedule. I want to do at least like one league on Wednesday nights, and then if I want to do a second league, or if I want to do video games or something, I'll probably do that on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon. I think this Saturday I might go and play in a Magic event near me. I'm not sure if that's what's happening yet, but if I do anything, it'll probably be Sunday. Alright, winning the die roll is good. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is a perfectly fine keep. Go Biomancer, we have Silvergill, and then Lord of Atlantis. And we draw one more land, we can cast Cryptic. I'm still keeping the Fairy Conclaves, though. I do think that having access to blue mana is important. Okay. See what we're up against. Cinderglade. Alright, this means it's probably Valakut. And if it's Valakut, we really need those counterspells online quickly, so let's... it doesn't really matter what order we do this in, but as Nikachu pointed out, I should be a little bit more careful about how I do this, since the ordering could matter, so... Maybe he has Gutshot or something, I don't know. Alright, we'll play Silvergill, and I will show him the other Silvergill. Image is fine. If we can get the Lord out, that's going to be good. Yep, Valakut. Search for tomorrow. Alright. So, let's see, what do we want to do here? He very possibly has Anger online for next turn. If he has Anger online, so there's no... I don't think I want to play Lord of Atlantis just yet. I think I would like to try to draw a Spell Pierce off of the Silvergill first. And then if he doesn't find it, then we'll go like... This Image also feels really vulnerable too. Yeah, let's... I want to play Silvergill, I think, but let's attack first. He's on kind of a slow start, so this is not the worst. Alright, we'll play Conclave. I mean, I guess I could wait to do this after I cast the Silvergill, but I'm 100% sure that I want to play Conclave this turn, so... Yeah, no, it's finally... glad to see you're here, Zero Lock. Let's see how we're doing. We got off to a pretty decent start, but if he has, like, Anger, this is going to suck. But that's fine. I'm willing to throw these things away to anger the gods. Simeon Spirit Guide. Oh, is he through the breaching me? No, he's through... Search for tomorrow. This has to be a through the breach list. There's no way that it's not. Which means next turn he will probably have through the breach online. Huh. So... Oh, but you know what? We have Cryptic Command up, so if he tries to go for something next turn, we can just counter it. I like that plan. And then if he does nothing, we'll adapt Biomancer. We're in a pretty good spot, I think. He's on a 3-turn clock. Maybe sooner if we need. If he's going to go for like through the breach this turn, or even if he finds a way to, maybe he has like another Spirit Guide, he can play a land at Exile Titan. Faithless Looting. Ooh, alright. Let's see. Show me your secrets. I know that you have to be a Through the Breach list. That's the only reason you're playing Spirit Guide in your deck. But that's not going to be good enough. And discarded 2 Summoners Packs. What is he looking for? Does he need more green mana? Yeah, I'm fine with this. I don't think that matters too much. We're going to let him do this, and then we'll just, we'll use Benthic Biomancer, discard this island probably, and if we find, like, Merfolk Trickster, then maybe we'll flash that in. Ooh, that's rough. So, actually, can we kill him? No, he's dead. Alright, so we have 2 lords. He's just straight up dead. Alright, you lose. So we go Lord, Lord, attack for 12. Alright. And we won't play the Phantasmal Image because I don't want to show him that I have it. Alright, we win. So he did discard Through the Breach. We saw it in his graveyard, so we know he has it. Alright. So we might... How do we want to do this? We're keeping the counter spells in. The counters are all good. Master Wave... I don't know if there's actually anything in the sideboard I really want, though. Because there's not much that I really want to take out, and there's not much I actually want to bring in. Like, the Spreading Seas can be okay sometimes, but I am not a big believer in that card. And Grafdigger's Cage stops, like, Faithless Looting, but that's still not really that good. Because he's just gonna put things in with Through the Breach. This is the one time where, like, Mistcaller is actually better than Grafdigger's Cage. I don't think that we really change anything here. I don't really like any of these cards against that deck. So I think I'm just going to keep this as is. Our main deck plan is actually pretty good against this. So we've got a decent plan here. We're going to keep this. Oh, it looks like maybe he's on a teamer list. Because he does have Misty Rainforest, so he might be playing islands in his deck. We are going to play Curse Catcher, though, and if he plays something like Farseek, we will counter it. Nope, Tribe Scout, that's fine. Cryptic is good. Now, the only thing that sucks here is that I really want to play this Silvergill. He's going to sacrifice this no matter what, though. Yeah, Echoing Truth is not amazing. Like, I guess maybe you could bring one in, but I don't really believe in that card. I guess, yeah, I don't think that there's any way that he's just going to block and sacrifice this anyway, so let's attack first. If he wants to trade Secure Tribe Scout or Tribe Elder with Curse Catcher, that's cool. Yeah. That's pretty much how I thought. And then we can play Silvergill. Alright. Yes, so show the Lord. Because I really want to draw like a counter spell instead of these stupid lands. Ugh. The good news is this Conclave has primed to come into play next turn, and then we have Cryptic online after that. So we need to dodge like 2 more turns. He could also just cast like Anger this turn, and that would suck. He's getting a bunch of mountains though, which leads me to believe that, yeah, a lot of the decks usually get more Stomping Ground type cards, but I think he... I don't know, he has a 4. Okay, so he needs the second green. So he's got 6 online right now. Which means we could be facing a Titan next turn. So let's see. If we're facing Titan, I don't think there's anything we can do about it. If he has prime time next turn, then we're just kind of screwed. But what if he has, like, Summoner's Pact? Okay, so here's the thing. If he has Summoner's Pact, then Phantasmal Imaging the Curse Catcher actually lets us prevent him from playing Titan next turn. So, let's attack first. And then we can hold up Cryptic after that point. If he just has Titan in his hand, though, that kind of sucks. But this, I mean, it'll be bad, but at least we can throw away 2 Curse Catchers to keep him from playing Titan for 2 turns. If he goes for a Summoner's Pact line. Alright, this is exactly how we drew this up. And he might actually have a land to play for this turn, so we really need to sacrifice this one too. Alright, so now, no matter what unless he has like Spirit Guide, which if he has like land Spirit Guide in his hand, that sucks. But now we'll... Oh shit! I did not play the land for the turn, did I? Oh my god, I just totally blundered this. How did I forget that? Alright, well, the good news is that he can't play Titan this turn, so it's not going to hurt us that badly. But that was stupid. This Conclave should have already been in play. Ugh. How did I forget that? Alright, well, we'll still have Cryptic up, because he has to pay 4 not to die this turn. Then when he plays Titan, we can counter it. If he has Anger, that's going to suck, though. And it kind of looks like maybe he's going to anger my board. Yep. Alright. Brutal. And we just keep drawing lands. Oh, why are you doing this to me, MTGO? Well, we have to counter draw this. Counter target spell, draw a card. Image is not amazing. I mean, that's okay. Never mind. This could be a little bit better. So how do we want to? No. The other option is we could make it an extra fairy conclave, which means we could actually animate this conclave, attack, and then have another image. I kind of like that a little bit better. Makes us less vulnerable to sweepers and still lets us push through damage, even through like Valakut maybe. If he has a Bolt, though, it's going to be terrible. But again, if he has Bolt, then it would be terrible playing Lord of Atlantis. So I kind of like this way a little bit better. Alright. Just plays around the sweepers more. Alright, what do you got for me? That's bad. That's a lot. Yep. And he does have 1 Wooded Foothills in play, so that means... Oh, shit. That means that fetch land totally ruins us. Unfortunately, because we just drew, let's see, what is it, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We drew 9 lands. I don't think there's any way that we're getting through this, because he's going to crack this. If we try to attack him, he can double Valakut and kill the conclaves. And otherwise, he's just going to attack us with Titan and just put in a bunch more triggers. Oh, God, this is terrible. I think we just have to, like, let's make him kill a conclave. And then we'll play a Lord of Atlantis in the second main phase. This is really bad. All I can kind of hope for is I need him to like use all of his triggers on my lands, I guess, instead of my face. So yeah, all right. Lord of Atlantis will be able to block here, maybe. He can also just bolt it. I don't want him to bolt both of these though. I want to have maybe some chance of trying to win. We'll just see how this goes. Yeah, I am definitely gonna die to this. So. Alright, that's bad. Okay, well. Maybe he doesn't have any more mountains in his deck. I don't know. I feel like that's extremely unlikely, though. Oh, man. No. He has 4 Valakuts in play. That's terrible. So this one Wooded Foothills is going to be able to deal 12 damage. So actually, he can just kill us right now. Alright, sure. Kill me. Very dead. Drawing 9 lands was, you know, really bad, but we almost got there despite that. Had 4 actual cards. No, there's 5. Yeah, 5 actual cards versus the pile of lands. So, yay, we're dead. All right. So I don't know. Do I want the Echoing Truth? I'm not really sure that if there's anything that I want to take out here. I guess maybe Master of Waves is not as amazing. It's hard to say. Oh, you know what? I'll take out one Master and bring in the Echoing Truth. I don't think the rest of this is that good. Alright. Let's be on the play. No, we cannot keep this. We have to mulligan. This is actually a lot better. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. And this is very tough. I think I'm gonna put a Benthic Biomancer in the bottom because I really want to have this Cryptic command online, and like the Curse Catchers can buy us a bunch of time. I think this is okay. So we got to see how this mulligan rule works. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay. So let's see. There's nothing really bad that can happen to me next turn. And so I think we're going to cast Silvergill Adept and hope to draw more mana so we can continue to curve out. We'll do this the right way. We'll play everything after we attack. So we go Island, Silvergill, and I guess we'll show him Biomancer. Let's not let him see we have more counter effects. Ugh, we got both Cryptics and only 2 lands. That's not ideal. I don't like where this is going. Tribe Scout. Wait, is he on a 1 land hand? Oh my god, he kept a 1 lander. Okay. Well, that's good. So, alright. So I think this turn we're just going to jam both Curse Catcher and Biomancer, because the Curse Catchers protect both the Silvergill and the Biomancer from an Anger of the Gods. Yeah, I think that's fine. And We'll see. I'm sure that he's going to throw this away for a land, because he's really desperate for them. Sure. Yep. This is not bad, though, because now this means that we can still draw a land and have Cryptic online next turn, which would be very good. Alright. So the other option is, now I can't counter the search for tomorrow because he does have 2 to pay for it. I would rather wait and try to like force him to deal with the curse catchers before he can get rid of the rest of these, and if he can't, then he's going to take a lot of damage. So I think next turn we really want to draw an island. That's fine. Ooh, okay, so how do we want to? He didn't play a land, so he still didn't have a land in his hand. I think because he didn't play a land, we should hold. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess we should just attack with everything. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. We gotta hold up Trickster in case he tries to, like, through the breach a Titan or something. And if he does nothing, then we'll just activate Biomancer at the end of turn and see if we can get a land to put these Cryptics online. Sure. Okay. It's just cantripping with Explorers. Oh, he did find some lands, finally. So, that's that's a lot. Alright. Biomancer, this is your time to shine. Find me a land. That's not a land. Okay. I'm hesitant to get rid of any one of these. Like, what do I want to discard? I guess the Biomancer is probably the easiest thing to get rid of, but at the same time, I kind of like the idea of being able to play Biomancer, and he's got 3 cards in hand. If he just has, like, Titan or anything, if we don't draw a land, then these are useless anyway. Because he can cast, basically, he has to have, like, 3 cards of gas, because he didn't play lands for the first few turns. So I think the odds that we're not... Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of Biomancer. That could have gone better. Let's see, how do we do this here? I think I still need to keep up the Trickster just in case he goes for Titan, because then we still might be able to get there just by chaining Cryptics to tap it down. So, in that case, yeah, we're not going to play Lord of Atlantis this turn, I don't think. Right, so it'd be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it wouldn't be enough to kill him anyway. That would have been a really good turn to draw an island. Alright. Let's see. If it's just Titan, that's not the end of the world. But if it's like Scape Shift, then we're in trouble. Okay, so Titan is online. Alright. You can get like a Valakut and... or you can get like 2 mountains. Or he got 2 mountains, okay. So he's going to get 2 triggers. Yep. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. So yeah, we do have to get this Trickster out now, because now we have to start like pushing through this Titan. Ugh, why? Why do you do this to me? So what's gonna happen? can attack for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not enough. But I don't think we have a better choice, so I think that we still have to do that. Alright, I mean, if we attack for 7, then maybe there's a reality in which Fairy Conclave gets there if we don't die somehow. Alright, hope for the best. If he has like another Titan, then we're just straight up dead, though. Damn it, we had... So why is it last game we got like 9 lands, and this game we can't get to our 4th one? Oh, that sucks. Because if we found the 4th land, like, there's no way he can win this game. Okay, well this bodes well. Maybe. Unless he's just gonna, like, second main phase play a Titan and kill us. Which is entirely possible. Yeah, that looks like he's just gonna get a Titan and kill us. So, let's see, he's gonna get 2 mountains, so it'll be 6 triggers to, yeah, I don't think it matters, but sure, let's do this. If he has Titan, we die. Yeah, he has a Titan, we're dead. He just has to get 2 mountains and we lose. Damn it! We were so close to winning this! Ah, my god. Yeah, that should be enough, right? That's 18 damage, unfortunately, so... Oh, why do you do this to us, Magic Online? Almost had this. This Cryptic would have been so good. Alright, well, that's just how it is, I guess. I don't think there was really anything else we could have done about that. We put ourselves in a position where, like, we could have won the game pretty much at any point, but it's not meant to be. Alright, let's try next round. I think the deck's construction was fine for that match. It just... the draws really sucked. This is not terrible, actually. We can play Conclave and then go, like, Trickster into Wizard's Retort, maybe. Or maybe just, like, Master. It's not super amazing, but I think I'm going to keep it. We have things, like, the Conclave coming out in turn 1 is not a big deal, and we have things to do with the mana afterwards, so I guess we'll see how this goes. If this is like Tron, then we'll probably go like into Trickster. They may not know what we're doing yet either, because I'm sure they're expecting us to play like Mutavault and not Fairy Conclave. This is Dredge. Yep. Alright, so if this is Dredge, then I guess then we're going to just put Master in the play. Then we can play either Retort or Trickster next turn. Oh, Dark Blast. Oh, that's brutal. We have to deal with this nonsense this early. At least he doesn't have mana to cast it yet. Conflagrates in the graveyard. Neat. Alright. This isn't the... I don't know, are you just going to play like Cathartic Reunion or something? Please don't. Dark Blast. Okay. You just need it in the graveyard. Yep. Alright, yeah, this is happening. I've got nothing to do about any of this at the moment. His hand is not really where I want to be against Dredge. And he hit a Prized Amalgam off of that, too. That's great. Alright. Okay, well, so in this case, it's 2 Dark Blasts and a Conflagrate. Well, he's going to need some time in order to be able to really set up a Conflagrate that does anything. So I think for right now what we want to do is just play a Lord and then just attack. It'll make it harder for him to start using this, and he'll have to take a turn or two to fill up his hand. Alright, let's do that. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not going to F6 through his turn this time just because I want him to think that maybe there's a Spell Pierce that's a consideration. If I just F6, then he knows I don't have Spell Pierce, and I don't want him to know that. You attacking? That's fine. Well, actually, it's kind of not fine, but at the same time, we have a counterspell for when he goes for this, so I think this is okay. So I will be able to attack him for 6 this turn. Okay. At least that Shriekhorn wasn't that bad. You gonna flashback Faithless Looting now? Yeah? Alright, let's see how terrible this gets. He has 1 Stinkweed Imp and then Life from the Loam, I'm presuming. Unless he finds another Stinkweed Imp off of this. Which he does. And yeah, this is rough. But this is Dredge game 1. That's how this goes, so. Oh, this kind of sucks now. I guess what's gonna happen is we're gonna end up playing Silvergill and revealing Trickster, but I'm not gonna play the Trickster until after he attacks. I don't think he has enough. Well, all right. So now the question: do we want to play the Silvergill? I think we kind of want to. Let's see, Life from the Loam. He can dredge Life from the Loam, cast Life from the Loam, get back 3 lands, go up to 6 cards, but then he'll have to go to 5 cards in order to be able to cast the Conflagrate. So 5, and then he would just attack with the Narcomoebas. That's not good for us at all. No, this is really hard. But is there any way we could kill him though? So we could Trickster one of the Narcomoebas and block it with the Silvergill then. We'd go to 1, but we'd have, let's see, 6, 4, and 4. 14, and then Fairy Conclave. Okay, well, maybe this'll. Well, yeah, Silvergill does. So I think our plan is going to be play Silvergill Adept and then probably going to play the Trickster in his turn. It depends upon what he does with Conflagrate. Yeah, okay, so this is fine because we can go to 1 and we'll actually have enough to kill him anyway. Alright. We also have Fairy Conclave, which if we can block this Narcomoeba by Trickstering it after it attacks, then we can block it, and then we have this Conclave to block this one, so. Because he can only Conflagrate for, I think, 5. Yeah, I was just trying to do the math to see on how this is going to work out here. So he has 4 cards in hand. So yeah, he used a dredge ability from Stinkweed Imp. Oh, that's interesting. So we do have to respect this though, because he can still hit us for, yeah, here's the, I guess, worrying about Stinkweed Imp. Stinkweed Imp is going to be able to block our biggest guy. If we take this, he'll only be able to cast 1 spell, but we don't actually have lethal in line, I think, right? Actually, we'll have 4, 4, 5, so that's 9, 10, 11. Or no, 4, 4, so 8, 13, 14, 15, yeah. Well, he has to tap the City of Brass, though. I'm just trying to think, can we afford to take the damage here? I think we can. I think what we want to do is we want to take the damage from this, go to 2, and then we can cast the Wizard's Retort on his thing, or whatever he casts. Like, if he tries to go for like Stinkweed Imp to be able to block, or if he goes for Conflagrate, we can Wizard's Retort it, and then we'll be able to attack for 8, 13, 14, 15, and he's going to take 1 off the City of Brass. If he doesn't cast anything, we can just play Trickster at end of turn. So we're just going to take it to the face. This is how we're drawing this up. So we take 5, we'll go to 2. Because we should be able to kill him exactly, because we have the island and the Lord in hand. Oh, but you know what? No, shit. This is bad though, because now if he goes for Conflagrate, like we still have to counter it, but he's probably not going to tap the City of Brass. That's not good. Oh no, okay, if he has Life from the Loam, he might be doing that. Okay, so this might work out after all. But I don't think any other way was going to work here. I think we have to let him tap the City of Brass. Because I need him to be at 15 for this to work. Okay. Now I think we're good. Because now when he casts it, we can counter the spell and then he's dead. I think this was unnecessarily greedy on his part, though. I'm pretty sure he should have just attacked. Or he should have just did this before. X equals 2. Yeah, we're definitely countering this. So he's tapped out, so I think, yeah, we got this. Alright, yeah, we got there. I think if he would have just cast Conflagrate, he actually could have won. Because he had enough cards in hand to do it, and I believe he had the mana sources to do it without having to tap the City of Brass. But tapping City of Brass was a mistake, because I think I could have only dealt him 15 damage. But I'm pretty sure taking any other line was not going to result in us being able to kill him anyway. But that's good. We stole game 1 against Dredge. That was fantastic. So let's bring in all of our hate cards now. Let's see. What do we not like against Dredge? The spell, like, all of these cards are kind of fine. I'm going to check something quick. No, you get over here. I got a minute. I got access to this. I want to see what our recommended guide says. The Wizard's Retorts and the Bends are probably the weakest cards here. Alright. Yeah, I think that's fine. The other thing is, do we want Spreading Seas? Spreading Seas is actually not the worst against their deck. Island Walk helps a lot. Phantasmal Image could also be kind of weak against them, but at the same time, like, there's a lot of times where that could be really good. I don't really want to side the rest of these out. Maybe we'll just get rid of Biomancers, and we'll just bring in the 2 Spreading Seas. Alright, I'm willing to do it like this. Okay. Well, winning game 1 against Dredge is always huge. If you can do that, you have a very good chance of winning the matchup. This hand's a little bit slow, but I don't know. Well, so here's the thing. If we're playing against Dredge, I think I'm going to mulligan once here, just because I think I can maybe do a little bit better than this. If I'm on the draw against Dredge, I'd really prefer a hand where I have something impactful to do on turn 1, whether it's like Vial, Cage, or Relic. This is not terrible, I guess. No, we have to keep this. And if we're putting a card in the bottom, I'm going to say... So the thing is, if we keep the Cryptic in our hand... I could put a land in the bottom, but I think I'd rather just try to go for like some line where we get like Master of Waves or something. I don't know if I want Cryptic to start. Yeah, we'll put Cryptic on the bottom. This gives me a good way to aggressively start the game. I think this is still probably fine. Like, it's probably a little bit better than the previous hand that we had. All right, we'll play Conclave. He's got to have like turn 2 Cathartic Reunion though. I can't imagine he would have. He mulled to 5, like maybe. Yeah, so that was kind of nice. I mean, it could also be just he didn't. Dredge has to keep like a reunion or something though. What are you casting? Life from the Loam? Alright, no, maybe... Okay, we have a good chance. If turn 2 he had nothing to do there, that was fantastic. So, I'm not going to play this Cage this turn. I think what I want to do is I'm going to Spreading... So, well, no, the problem is I can't do this, though. If I Spreading Seas the Copperline Gorge right now, his Wooded Foothills is just going to go after a Stomping Ground. But next turn, maybe I can play Seas and then Cage in the same turn. So let's just go Master of the Pearl Trident, and then if we're lucky, then we can just land Cage next turn after he uses his fetch land for something. If he tries to go for like another Blood Crypt, that would be the ideal. And if he sees Master of the Pearl Trident here, he might be inclined to go for another Blood Crypt, so he has lines like double Dark Blast in 1 turn online. So we'll see how this works. Or if he discards the land again, that would be good. Discards a Life from the Loam. Oh, so he plays Foothills. Alright. Please get Blood Crypt, because if you get Blood Crypt, I think I have a good shot here. Or Mountain, even better. Okay, so this is fine. Well, I mean, it's not fine, because now he's going to have, like, his Prized Amalgams online. But at the very least, then this means if we want to, we can get this Cage out. Oh. Well, here's the thing that sucks. Like, he's going to get, like, 2 Narcomoebas and the 2 Prized Amalgams. But at the very least, we can stop him from getting the Bloodghast and the Faithless Lootings back. We're going to take some pain for a little while, but hopefully that's going to be enough to slow him down. Because now that we Spreading Seas his Copperline Gorge, he's not going to be able to get his engine online. So let's do that. Because now if he doesn't have another land in his hand that can make green, his Nature's Claims are offline and his Life from the Loam's offline. So let's just do this now before anything stupid happens. No. Well, I don't want to lose this Lord yet because we're in a position where we can go like Image into Master of the Pearl Trident next turn. And then we can have blockers for these things. I don't want him trading these Narcomoebas with this Master. We're going to take 8 damage this turn, but that's how it's going to have to be. But then we're going to have 2 4/4 blockers, which will be nice. Alright. So, let's see. Yeah, I think this is fine. Just hope he doesn't have, like, Lightning Axe or Dark Blast. He's got 3 cards in hand, so maybe he's just stuck on things he... Like, maybe he just has, like, Dredgers stuck in his hand or something. We have to be able to race him, though, and we're not going to be able to race him otherwise. We can kill him, maybe, if he, like, turns these things sideways. No, that sucks. Well, that's not going to do anything. We have a bunch of Island Walk, though. That's kind of nice. If he sends the Prized Amalgams in, then... Okay. If you attack with that, then, like, Trickster can tap this thing down and maybe kill you. This is kind of dangerous for him, but also at the same time he's got to do something because we're just threatening to draw a Lord and kill him. And that's going to be the plan. If we can draw... Alright, well, this line works too. Alright. We're going to Trickster down Stinkweed Imp, get in with Fairy Conclave, and kill him. We just beat Dredge! Damn, that was awesome. Fairy Conclave helped us out a lot. Yeah, this Grafdigger's Cage ended up being really good, and because we protected it by like Spreading Seizing his green mana first, we let him put a board into play, but we also turned off a lot of the stuff here. Like there's a Bloodghast and 3 Faithless Lootings that he was not able to continue just going crazy with, and the fact that he didn't have green to like Nature's Claim or Grafdigger's Cage was huge. He risked a lot by not finding a stomping ground and instead getting the mountain. So that was really helpful to us. We let him make a mistake and then punish him for it. I gotta say, I've so far, like, that's another game that Fairy Conclave was really good in. I made blue mana for us and still has evasion that's good enough. This hand is fine. So we're on the draw. We'll keep this. It's not the best, but we have the option, and if depending upon what we draw, we can either play Conclave and then just start jamming 2 drops, or if we draw like another island, then we can play island. So we mold to 6. That's fine. This Death Shadow. So yeah, if we draw island, then we'll lead with Biomancer and then just play the second island. Otherwise, we might just lead with Conclave. Ah, look at him with his fancy Thoughtseize. Good old turn 1, go to 13. Alright. So, yeah, we'll go with Biomancer, and then next turn we can play Islands and then maybe hold up Retort or Trickster if we want. Or, I don't want to jam Lord just right away. That seems like a recipe for disaster. We might have to, though. Like, he has a very, very aggressive start, and he's forcing us to kind of do things. Because I'm sure he's just going to jam a Death Shadow right now. The good old turn 2 Shadow. New Gurmag Angler? Okay, that's actually fine. Okay, so if his plan was Gurmag Angler, then maybe playing Lord and attacking is better. Alright. So, yeah, if he has Shadow, like, that's bad. Because we don't have a good way of racing a Shadow and a Gurmag Angler, but if this was his, like, big threat, then we can just try to kill him. Yeah, my guess is that if Shadow's in his hand, then we're probably going to lose, and if it's not, then we have a good chance of killing him. The worst thing that could happen to us is if next turn he goes like Fatal Push plus Shadow. But that may be what happens. You know, turn 2 is a hell of a turn. Yep. Island. You gonna Culligan's Command? Or you have like a bunch of stupid cantrips? Jace Vern's Prodigy. Okay. Interesting. Nope. So this looks to me like maybe he's got Fatal Push up. Yeah, okay. That's fine. It's actually okay. Yep, he has no cards in hand, so... Alright, we actually have a pretty reasonable chance of winning this game, I think. He's at 1 card right now, and it was just a random one off the top. So we're facing down a pretty quick clock with this Gurmag, though. I think we're probably going to have to take one more hit from it. So we can attack with Biomancer, but the problem is that attacking with Biomancer only puts him to 7. Is that fine? I mean, sort of. I mean, we're definitely... Oh, so... I guess let's attack for 1, and then end of turn... We gotta hold up, like, Retort. We'll take another hit off of Gurmag Angler. If he casts something dangerous, we can retort it, and otherwise we'll just flash in Trickster and then, like, tap this dummy down. And maybe we can put... I don't know how we put something together here, though. That's the tough part. I could play Lord and just put him to 6, but that gives him a free turn to do basically whatever. On the other hand, if we put him to 6, there's a very good chance we could just kill him. So then we'll have stuff like Trickster up, and then we can just threaten to keep attacking. It means the shields will be down for 1 turn, where he can like resolve a Shadow and we'll be in a lot of trouble. I don't know. Maybe that's better though. I think that's actually fine, because we don't know if he has removal online, but I feel like I want to try to kill him as quickly as possible because we don't have a lot of time with these two. So I'm going to go with the line that tries to kill him the quickest. Alright, if he doesn't play anything super dangerous this turn, then we'll be set. Otherwise, like... Thought Scour, oh, he put Battle Rage in the graveyard, that's good. That's 1 less that he has in his hand. Jace, however, is now going to flip, which that sucks. Thought Scour was a pretty good draw there. I don't know if it flipping though is the worst thing that could happen right now. So we're still like we have this Trickster, which is fine and can just tap down Gurmag for a turn, and that might be all we need. Well, that's going to make things significantly harder. Being able to flip Jace and deal with a creature on one turn was maybe a little bit more than we could realistically do, because now we can also kill the Biomancer if he wants, which it looks like he's going to do. Yep. Island would probably be good. Aether Vial is not particularly good, but I think we have to play it. Well, do we? Maybe. What's our... We can take one more hit from this Gurmag, but probably not more than that. And I don't... We may not get another chance to attack with Conclave. He already put one Battle Rage in the graveyard, so he probably doesn't have a lot more. Oh no, but he... No, never mind. We actually have to do this now. Yeah, we have to, or Trickster this, because, no, he can't do this next turn. Okay, so this is fun. So yeah, I think maybe attack with Conclave this turn, and we'll take 5 off of this thing. But it does mean that, like, he's never going to, we can't flash it back, that's the only thing. Realistically, though, the most we could deal to him in one turn is, like, 4 damage. And I'm not sure that's really good enough. I really just don't want to play Trickster and have him, like, Fatal Push it, and then... Yeah, taking a hit off of this, this is, like, the one turn where we can, because he can't flashback Battle Rage this turn, so... Let's just attack him for 4, because I don't think there's another way to get there. And I doubt he has Gut Shot. I mean, there's still a lot of ways this can go bad, but this is just how we're going to have to draw it up. The next turn we can play Trickster, tap this thing down, hope that if we draw an island, then we can play Trickster on it and protect it with a retort, and then try to get there the turn after. Oh, that is terrible. That is possibly the worst thing that could have happened that turn. Alright, well, we don't have another choice. We have to do this. Both of these things are ridiculously lethal at this point. Which means we can tap... Yeah, we can tap one down. We're going to have to block one thing, though. Oh, that is so unfair. Now we have to throw away Trickster just to live, and I don't even think there's a draw that gets us out of this. He was just a little bit too fast to start this turn. What did he target with this? Fatal Push? Okay, yeah, then we lose. That's fine. Because we can tap one, but we can't actually block the other one. Alright, well, we want Dismember, and because of Jace, we definitely need this Relic. Let's see. Harbinger's fine. I don't know if we need all these Wizard's Retorts. We have Spell Pierces here. Ugh. The Curse Catchers and Spell Pierces are fine. Actually, we can take out some Vials. And we have to take out 2 more cards. I don't want to... I mean, Image is not the worst thing to have, but it's also not terribly good. Maybe you just take out Benthic Biomancer. Is that how we normally do this? Let me look to see what we got. Yeah, that's hard. Oh, what do we do here? Because we have normally we're leaving like 2 of these things in. We're on the draw, so maybe Curse Catcher or Spell Pierce, like they might not be as good. Yeah, it's hard to say. I'll take out 2 bends. Come on, there we go. Alright, let's do it like this. It's a very tough game 1. This hand is fine. We're on the play, so we're gonna definitely put this relic in play. And just try to play patiently, I think. Having the retorts will be helpful, especially if we can find another land. Yeah, they kept 7 cards, so let's put Relic out before anything terrible happens to it. I don't want him thought-seizing Relic. Pass until end step. It's fine. Okay. Alright, you gonna thought-seize me now? Looks like it. No. Okay. Please exile a card. Well, that's fine. That means next turn we can keep Retort online, but I don't want to play anything though, because it looks like he might just Fatal Push anything we play this turn. And I really want to save this Harbinger and get more value out of it than this. Just throwing it away right now does not make sense. Okay. Yeah, let's exile a card first. Okay. That's fine. He's going to have a hell of a time flipping Jace while this Relic is still in play. And I'm not going to make it easy for him. The cool thing is we can hold up Wizard's Retort next turn just by having the 3 mana. Okay, that's going to be good. We just need to get 1 more land and then that'll be online. Guessing he'll get rid of Thoughtseize? No. Alright, I guess that's... Nope, we're not doing anything. Gonna make it hard as hell for this Jace to flip. Though it sucks though, he's gonna get to filter his hand a lot. That's actually really good. Let's do that. Just continue to play patiently here. We are in no danger at the moment, so let's not put ourselves in any. Can still hold up Relic and Counterspell if we want. Or Cryptic's also online. Take this nice and slow. Spell Snare? Okay, so he discarded that. That's good. Now, if he activates this Jace, unfortunately, we're going to have to crack Relic. Which now that's also terrible because now if he tries to blow up Relic, we have to either activate it and he'll activate Jace in response, or we have to counter it. And this, yeah, we just have to let this happen. If he's gonna try to play like Gurmag Angler or something, Well, no matter if he plays any threat, we're gonna have to counter it. Yeah, we have to counter this. And we can't tap this island yet. We need to hold up Relic in case he activates Jace. If he only casted one Shadow, though, maybe we're not in that much trouble. Unfortunately, this does mean we have to use Relic now. Because otherwise Jace is going to flip and there's nothing we can really do about it. What are you doing? Snapcaster Mage. What is your plan here? Do you want to just like Snapcaster and Thought Scour or something? The Spell Snares, or do you want to just have like Spell Snare online in case something terrible happens? I mean, I don't think we can really do anything about this, so I guess that Snapcaster's gonna resolve. Yeah, you're targeting Thought Scour. Okay, I don't really see how that helps you, though. You're just drawing a card, basically. Okay. But anything you put in the graveyard just gets exiled anyway. That's good. And the cool thing is this Relic activation's still on there, so now he has to exile that anyway. And this is kind of dangerous here, but we can Harbinger this back to his hand, so we can't use it again next turn. I mean, I don't think we have to start doing something, so let's do that. Let's bounce this Jace. Alright. It's not making it easy on us, that's for sure. Yeah, that's gonna happen. There's nothing we can do about that. There's a lot of, I guess maybe Master Waves he'll take. Tricksters, actually any of these are fine. If he doesn't have another fetch land, he might be inclined to take Master, though. He could also have something like Liliana the Last Hope in his hand, and if that's the case, then he'll probably just take like Merfolk Trickster. Cryptic, okay, so something he's worried about resolving. Bolt, yeah, that sucks. You just play Jace again, I'm assuming. Yep, that's fine. There's 4 cards in hand. I think we play the Vial and we just see where this goes. We want to get to a point where we can play Master and then threaten to put Image into play. And Wizard's Retort anything that threatens us in the meantime. Yeah, sure. If we're lucky, maybe next turn we can draw another Relic. So he has he put a second Jace in there. Okay. I've seen this card show up a lot in this deck lately. Seems to be pretty good. Is there anything at instant speed that I'm worried about you doing right now? If you have removal spells, then, well, it doesn't matter because next turn you can get Jace online anyway. Do I want to use Trickster just yet? I mean, kind of, because I can start putting pressure on him. It makes these cards a little bit better. I assume he's going to push it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. What's also really cool, though, is when Vial's on 2, we could Phantasmal Image on Snapcaster, Cryptic Command is a thing. Let's see. Do we play the island? That's interesting. I don't want to play Master just yet, but I think we do play island because next turn, then, if we draw another island, then we have Retort back up for Master of Waves and the Phantasmal Image. But we just gotta hold this up for right now. Jace is gonna flip, unfortunately. There's nothing we can particularly do about that. But we should be getting a ton of tokens next. Well, not a ton, but we can potentially be getting 4 tokens, which will be kind of protected if we can get the blue source to cast all of this nonsense. But we're getting close to a point where we just have to do something now. I don't like this Jace being like this, though. That's terrible for us. He's got 4 cards in hand. It's not good. Alright, well, I think let's put Curse Catcher in play. We'll play Master, and we're going to hold back Image for as long as humanly possible because I don't want him to just Jace and kill Master. Or kill the Phantasmal Image Master. But we have to do something now. We could get 1 extra token if we put Image into play right now, but that's also very, very vulnerable. I think we just do it like this for the time being. Wait till his end step, and then see if we can do this. And unfortunately, well, here's the other option. Like, we can protect Master here. We can put Image in play, copy Curse Catcher, and then make him pay for it. That's not the worst thing that could happen. I guess that's the only way to get out of this, so we have to do something. It's better than losing everything. Now we can pay 1 for this one, but we'll get 1 token, and yeah, unfortunately that's just how it's going to have to be, and we have to hope that nothing bad's going to happen to it. Well, I guess no, he's going to have to minus Jace to kill this now. None of these are winning lines. This is terrible. There's not much we can do about this stupid Jace. We needed Dismember really early on, and we did not find it. Yeah, because now he can just like flashback Dismember, but again, none of these lines were really winning here. This Jace was way too strong. Dismember was one that I don't think we could play around not very well. Oh, well, he just has another one. That's great. He didn't even need to tick Jace down. He just had everything. Cool. I found this deck is a lot harder to beat now that Jace is in it. Alright, which giant threat are you going to play to kill us? You have 4 cards and we have a Wizard's Retort and you know about it. Fantastic. We are definitely losing this match. We do not have the luxury of playing around spells at this point. That's not really helpful because he still is going to kill us in 2 turns. Okay, well, pass turn. I don't even think like Master of Waves is good enough at this point. I guess like maybe. Yeah, we have to take it. But even yeah, I don't think Master's even fine because he still has Dismember in the graveyard. And he can flash it back with Jace at any time. What the hell is this? You gonna play another Gurmag Angler? Well, we absolutely can't win if that's a thing. Stump or not? I don't know, you don't have that up. You do have, like, push, though. Alright. Hope for the best. Expect push. Yay! Okay, well, we have nothing. We have no hopes, no dreams. We're just gonna die. Alright, we die. That was rough. Shadow just made it look easy against us. Alright. I will be back in just 1 second here. We'll call this halftime. Alright, let's keep going. That's frustrating. I don't know, there's a lot of games against Shadow where you can just play against them and they don't have anything and it just feels like an easy win. But there's a lot of games like that where it just feels like they have the answer to everything, and Jace has definitely made that a lot harder, I think. Maybe I do want to have some main deck dismembers. Let's see, we are on the draw. No, we have to mulligan. This is fine. Keep. Yeah, I think it sucks, but we have to throw Cryptic away. Like, At least we can do things. And I don't think there's any reality in which we want to play Lord on turn 2. Oh shit, this is not good. This could be Lantern. Alright, well, we'll play Island and pass turn. I don't know, wait, is this a Titan Shift deck? Interesting. I didn't think they were playing this card in there. What's going on? I don't know. I'm not sure what this nonsense is. I don't know a deck that plays these 3 cards. Okay. I still don't really know what's going on, and I don't want to tap out because I feel like this Spell Pierce might be necessary. So I will play Conclave this turn, and we're going to pass. And we're going to keep Spell Pierce in case they do something really stupid. I don't know. I guess this could be Titan Shift. This looks like this has to be Titan Shift. I just don't know why they're playing this Sanctum. But that card basically invalidates this anyway, and it's ramp. So I'm kind of feeling like this is a Titan deck. Maybe, but it still could be something else. Alright. So yeah, I think we just go Vile or well, let's play Silvergill first. If we draw Spell Pierce, then we won't play Vile, but show Lord of Atlantis. Alright, we'll play Aether Vial. Pass. I've seen Amulet Titan play Coalition Relic. I've just never seen Titan play Botanical Sanctum in the deck. So maybe this is like the Lotus Bloom version. Because I know there is a blue version that plays like Lotus Bloom in it. So that's kind of what I think we're up against at the moment. Yeah, there we go. They got an Amulet. Okay. So this Wizard's Retort is going to be very important next turn. Yes. Master of Waves is not going to be super amazing because we can't afford to really tap out. Okay. I might have to tick this Vial up to 4 in order to get these things in play. He could definitely have the Cavern, but I think that's... I'm just going to hope he doesn't have Cavern. Because I want to slow him down. Alright. Now he won't be able to put a Titan in play next turn. Which conveniently gives us a way to put Master of Waves in play and not, like, totally get wrecked. Alright, this could be going way worse than this, so that's plus. Pact of Negation. Okay, well, none of this shit matters then. Alright. Can you just kill us this turn? Because if you can't win this turn, then you die, right? Because there's no way that you're paying for, like, both of these packs. Now, I guess maybe they can do it. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Sometimes you just have everything. Yeah. Yep. So you can attack, alright, even if you attack and give it double strike, though, is that enough? You have to pay 9 mana not to die, and you have 2, 4, 6, 7. Now, I guess you can pay for both of them. Yeah, that's terrible. Can you? Yeah, you have to get 2 lands that don't bounce anything. It's going to take his entire next turn just to not die to this, though. And that means I don't think he can kill us. Yeah. If we draw Spreading Seas, I think we could actually kill him. So this is, he needs 9 mana, and if we Spreading Seas one of these or these lands, then he actually can only make 8. So that's kind of funny. Or Cryptic Command. If we can bounce one of his lands back to his hand, he'll die to his pack triggers. That would be hilarious. No, we're not going to block this. We can't. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so Biomancer... Unfortunately, Biomancer can't come into play this turn. So let's see. I mean, they can attack with Titan. That's going to be terrible. They can... I think they can give it Double Strike, probably. I really want to, but unfortunately, like, there's no sequence of draws now. Like, if I had another mana source, then I could maybe play Biomancer and adapt it and try to find Spreading Seas, and they would lose to Pact. But this is not enough to make them lose to it. So I believe the only thing we can do is just play Master of Waves and hope for the best. Because they will have to tap every one of their lands not to die. However, that does mean Titan's going to get to attack, and it probably will get Double Strike. We're still threatening to attack for a lot of damage, though. Yep. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there is a little bit of a delay. It's a little bit worse than it used to be because I set the bitrate in the stream to be a little bit better so that afterwards, when it processes, you can actually read the text better. Oh, fuck me. Second Amulet means that he's definitely going to be giving this Titan Double Strike. I don't think there's any way that's not happening. Alright, well, is there any way I can deal 21 damage to him? So we got Sunhome, right? And Boros Garrison, yeah. Which means we do have to block with something. The question is, can we actually deal enough damage? Alright, so if we block with anything, we go to 1. What does it matter? I guess 1 elemental token. Can't. Lord of Atlantis is worth 2 damage. It's worth 4 damage actually. Yeah, we do it like this, he will deal us 11. Alright. I think this gives us the best chance of being able to kill him. Nope. So let's see, that he can block 1 thing, which means he can block 3, so I have 3, 6, 9... 12, 13, 14. It's not enough. And again, activating Biomancer I don't think does anything here because there's no way that we... Actually, no. Activating Biomancer does do something here because we could theoretically draw Harbinger or Trickster and then have it vial in. So maybe that's not worthless. But just playing Master of Waves and swinging out is not enough to kill him, so I think Biomancer, Adapt, and then vialing in something is the only hope that we really have. And I guess that's what we're going to have to play towards. So is there anything? I think we just swing with everything and just hope for the best, because we're going to throw away a Master of Waves then. Alright. I guess the other consideration is, do we need to worry about this plant token killing us? Which we actually might need to, because he can... I think there might... If he Vesuvas, he can have... Well, what? He can only give, like, one thing. Oh, this has Tramp. Yeah, we're going to have to deal with that. So we have to be able to deal with, like, 4 damage hitting our face. So... But we'll have the Trickster and Biomancer to block with. That's fine. Alright. Yep. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do it. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. We have no good lines, so let's pass to them and see what happens. Okay, sure. You're gonna get another Titan and just, like, kill us. We're ridiculously dead. This sucked. We had a lot of good chances to try to win this one, but just did not materialize. Alright, you know what? I've seen enough. Okay, well, let's try. Amulet Titan is really hard, and don't have a whole lot that's good against this. I guess Echoing Truth is fine, and we probably want Dismember to kill the Azusa. Phantasmal Image is actually going to be pretty good. What do we not like against Master Waves? Yeah, he's pretty bad. Alright. Let's do it like this. There's an argument that maybe because he's playing like Coalition Relics and presumably, what's it called? Lotus Blooms, that maybe some number of Ceremonious Rejection might be okay. But I don't really have a whole lot I want to take out for that. I would love to play first. This hand is not particularly good, but it does have counter spells in it, and I think we need them. Alright, we'll play Conclave, we'll play Master, and then we'll try to hold up counters, I guess, until we can do something. And then just cry as soon as like he plays Walking Ballista or something of that sort. And drawing islands is not going to be a route to victory. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't really consider Ceremonious Rejection until until an afterthought. This is true. You could Rejection the Amulet. I'm kind of used to playing against the other version of this deck that doesn't play as many colorless spells in it, so this is a spot where maybe Rejection would have been better. Alright, well, I guess we're holding up Trickster, and then we're gonna attack. This isn't the worst. We have 2 counterspells, so... Yeah, I could see Rejection over Pierce. The only thing maybe that's... I like that the Pierce is gonna deal with the packs, but, maybe that's not a luxury we have in this matchup. This will be fine, though. If we can get Trickster in play and we can just hold up counter spells, then maybe this is not the worst. Yeah, this guy. Okay, well, let's see what you're going to do here. Can you make enough mana to go for it? Believe so. Yeah, I cannot afford to counter that right now. Let's do this. We'll force him to use it now. Alright, deck. I don't think there's anything you can do in combat. We need to stop drawing islands. I have had so much bad luck with Flood lately, it's ridiculous. Well, this is fine. If we can use Cryptic Command on this next turn, then we can actually have Retort up and Fairy Conclave in the same turn. Yeah. He has 3 cards in hand. This could be terrible. I played a land for the turn, so that's good. He still could put Cavern in play with Scout, though. Ooh, alright. This is... Come on, deck! This is not how we're gonna get there. I think... What could he have here? Is there any possibility he has, like, Path to Exile? Because if he does, that turns off the counter spells. Because we only have 1 wizard right now. 3 cards in hand. Maybe I want to hold up Cryptic for 1 more turn. I'm not comfortable with sending this Conclave in against 3 unknown cards when... So, against Titan, if you let the Pax Resolves, you are not always going to get to counter the Titan, because if they put Cavern of Souls in play and name Giant, then your counter spell is effectively useless. So, most of the time, you want to try to counter the Pax if possible. However, sometimes if you feel like... If you read into their soul and you know that Cavern is not going to be a thing, then maybe you can risk countering the actual creature. And if you're in a lot of trouble, you might have to, just because it means next turn it puts them off from being able to cast it. Because they have to pay 4 mana for it the next turn. But most of the time you should counter the Pax. Yeah, because there's no guarantee that you're going to get to do it otherwise. Alright, well, this is where I'm willing to send in Fairy Conclave. Because now, even if something bad happens to Trickster, we still have Wizard's Retort online. Though it would be very nice if the game would give us anything that's other than mana sources. We're kind of doing okay so far. Ooh. You know what? I'm cool with this. Yeah, fine. Whatever. That's not really relevant right now. I will gladly trade with both of these scouts. Okay, well... Alright. This isn't the worst spot to be in, so... We are protected. We're countering any pact or any threat. That's actually very good too. Alright. Now we have 2 counterspells up. Ancient Stirrings. Absolutely not. Yeah, get that shit out of here. A Lord wins on the spot. Trickster is fine, because we still have Cryptic Command for anything they play next turn, so we should have this game. Alright. We are countering literally anything that they play. I don't care what it is. Sure, I can't counter that, but I can counter whatever it is that you find with that. Yep. Counter, draw. It's our turn to have everything. Okay, sideboarding. So maybe we want rejections. Yeah, let's bring these in. Take out Spell Pierce. I think that's fine. I don't know. I want to change anything else. Yeah, I think I'm cool with the rest of this. This rejection might be a little bit better against blocking Ballista or maybe Engineered Explosives in the late game, so alright. Yeah, and that was exactly what I was considering. I countered the Stirrings because I didn't want the possibility that they had like a Titan in hand or something and then they just were looking for the Cavern of Souls. This hand looks fine. We can keep this. I'd feel a little bit better if we had like Wizard's Retort, but this is what we got to work with. He went to 6 cards, so okay. We've got things to do for a little while. Alright, we might get there. Yep, go ahead, Visions. Probably just play Lord next turn, and then afterwards, the turn after, we can play like, oh, Dismember. Do we want to? I don't think I want to kill this. I want to wait until they cast like a Zuza or something. I want to get better use out of this than that. I'm going to play Lord, and I'm going to attack for 2. We have to be able to get a clock on the board. I don't want to just wait forever. It doesn't look like he'll be able to put a Titan in play next turn, so... Or it seems unlikely. Yeah, that's fine. Then now we can start like slow rolling it just a little bit. Yeah, it's a thing. This would be a very good turn to well, I don't think that's what we necessarily wanted. How to do this? Well, do I want to play the Vial or not? Because next turn he will have Titan mana up, but the Titan will not be able to attack. And if the Titan's not attacking next turn, I mean, I can't really do anything else. Like, I guess I could hold up Benthic Biomancer in case I want to look for, like, Ceremonious Rejection, but I'm not sure that's where I really want to be at the moment. Like, Engineered Explosives would suck, but it's not the end of the world if that's all he had. So what are my options here? I could play like Oboro and then Master the Pearl Trident and just jam like a Biomancer as well. We can go kind of all in that way. And then we can just start holding things up afterwards. Committing that heavy to the board could be a mistake though. Yeah, I feel like the Vial is something that we're going to want to loot away with a Biomancer. 2 cards in hand. I mean, it feels likely that Titan might be one of the cards. So if we can put a big enough board presence in play, then let him swing with the Titan and then dismember it and then hopefully block it, that would be ideal. Alright, so let's do this then. I don't see a Titan attacking next turn. So I just need to pressure him as much as possible. Though, yeah, this... Alright. Do I need to put this Biomancer in play right now? If I put Biomancer in play, I actually do threaten to kill him next turn. So I think I'm cool with that. Because then if we draw a land, we can just Cryptic tap all of his guys and kill him. Yep. Yep. Cryptic might just be enough to win here. If we draw lands, we can play Cryptic and then just kill him for exactly 12. Hope that's good enough. If not, then Cryptic can also just, it can buy us time against Titan. Please not like Tragic Arrogance. No, okay. Yeah, that's fine. If he gets like Kaiba Crossroads, then we have to play a little bit more. No, okay, so with this, we're fine, actually. All we need to do is just draw a non-fairy conclave land, and then Cryptic should win us this game. And if not, then we'll just have to hold up Dismember and maybe Benthic Biomancer or something. Alright, can we draw an island to win? So good at this game. Alright. Oh, but here's another thing though. Like, what if he has like Pact of Negation? I think we're just gonna go for it. He hasn't had like time to look for it, so let's just do this. Come on, do we get a concede? Do we get there? Come on. I mean, yeah, okay, we win. Though technically, I guess this was incorrect. I should have actually tapped all of his... Or tap all creatures he controls and bounce Primeval Titan. I don't know, maybe that's a little bit... I don't think it matters, though. Like, he either has a counterspell for this or not. Like, it doesn't matter. If his stuff is either getting tapped and I win, or it's not and the game is going to continue, so... Alright, well... Sometimes Cryptic Command is just a fantastic Magic card, so... We did get to, win another... That was the second time now that's actually won me a match against Amulet Titan in Game 3. This is not a keepable 7, so we have to mulligan. This is actually a keepable 7. I think the card that's going away is Cryptic, though. Because this gives us a... You know, we have Curse Catcher into Lords and a counterspell that we can actually cast. We're on the play, so that's good. Oh, no, we need to play an actual land first. Alright, that's fine. Okay, well, let's see what we're up against. Misty Rainforest, that doesn't really tell us a whole lot. I want to wait to see what they're doing. Playing Trickster at the end of their turn might be better. Keeping Wizard's Retort online might be fine. Watery Grave. Oh, this is Sultai Reclamation. Okay, then we're actually probably in a really good spot then. Wilderness Reclamation is not a deck that I'm particularly afraid of. What are you doing? Search for Azcanta. No. I don't want to deal with that. Because, yeah, that's one of the ways that they just combo with Reclamation and do that. So, in this case, let's do this. Okay. Hopefully we can draw more counterspells, because counterspells are very good in this matchup. Oh wait, no, this is okay, so he's playing red in this deck. Okay. So maybe this is the 4-color deck, huh? So what the hell could be going on here? Put steam vents into play tapped. I mean, maybe this could be 4-color Bring to Light. Could play another Lord here, and I kind of feel like I want to, because I want to pressure his life total a lot. But it also risks walking into something like Damnation next turn. Until, you know what, I think that I'm willing to take a gamble here, because I feel like this will probably be fine. Remand. Okay. This makes me feel like this is Bring to Light. But now, since he's tapped out, now I can just attack with these guys and get in 4 damage. I don't really want to sacrifice the Curse Catcher yet, because if this is Bring to Light, then it'll be very important to counter that. Alright, what do we got? Secure. Yeah, okay, so this is definitely 4-color, like, Bring to Light Scapeshift. Okay, well that's good. Because if that's the case, we need to attack them very aggressively. And we still have Curse Catcher up, I think, to theoretically... I don't know. This is risky, but I don't want to give them a lot of time. I would love to force them to have to go for something like Damnation and then just be able to kill them with Trickster. Because it'll force them to tap out for their entire turn. So they have to play like land and then tap everything in order to be able to get Damnation and pay the 1 for it. But then Merfolk Trickster still threatens to kill them. Yep. So Bring to Light. You could also be getting Supreme Verdict, so I'm going to make you pay the 1 now. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine, though, because then Trickster still threatens to kill them next turn. So he's probably going to get Supreme Verdict. Damnation. Okay, that's fine. Given that he's playing all the swamps, that makes more sense. Sure. He's at 1, though. That's very dangerous. Oh, that's beautiful. That's even more beautiful. So now we have, like, if he plays any removal spell, we can counter it. Or if he just tries to go for a kill somehow. This Wizard's Retort, we're going to counter pretty much anything that we can. Get another Bring to Light? What's going on? What's your plan? Search for tomorrow. That's fine. Because if your plan is to get a land in play and then go for Escape Shift, that's not going to work out. We had everything this time. We just got there, so. No, thank you. Get that shit out of here. Yeah, that was a good draw because I don't think we had any better way of trying to get there, so that was probably for the best. Okay, what do we do against this deck? This is another one where, like, a lot of the cards we have in the main deck already are probably good enough. The only thing that I might want to take out is Master of Waves and bring in something like Relic of Progenitus or Grafdigger's Cage, just to deal with, like, Azcanta or Snapcaster Mage. Because I don't want to be playing Master of Waves at pretty much any point during this deck. Tapping 4 mana, if it's not for Cryptic Command, is just suicide. So I think I'm willing to take Master Waves out and bring in some relics. I don't really feel like I want the rest of these cards. Like, everything else seems fine to me. Like, we want anything that says, like, counter target instant or sorcery is good. And yeah, this is all fine. Like, Harbinger is not great here, but I mean, it still turns sideways. And there's not really much that I don't think we need Echoing Truth against this deck. The Grafdigger's Cage is also not that big a deal. Alright, I think I'm cool with this. We are on the draw. We have a Relic and a Biomancer. Ugh. No, we need to have more than one land. Alright, this is much better. So I think, yeah, that's interesting. We're gonna keep this, but the question is, this is a really good question. Like, what 6 cards here do you think that we keep against a Scapeshift deck? I think that maybe the second Wizard's Retort is what should go away, but that's really tough. Like, Wizard's Retort could actually be really good. I mean, there's an argument maybe for Relic, but if we're on the draw, I kind of want something to do. And I think the Trickster, because we have the 2 retorts, the Trickster has to stay. The Lord of Atlantis is, I don't know, I think for me it's between, like, Retort and Lord. So we have way more creatures to draw than we do more counterspells. So maybe we do need to just keep the Retort. Alright. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna choose to keep the 2 retorts and put Lord away, because I think that we have a better chance of drawing more creatures. So I'm interested to see what everybody else thinks about that, because that seems like a really good question. On a London Mulligan, what card out of that hand do you keep on a Mold of 6? Or which one do you throw away in a Mold of 6? If you know you're up against this deck. Yep. I don't want to pass the entire turn. I want to have Relic. Aether Vial is not a terrible draw, because it still lets us keep the Relic up in case he tries to do something like a Braid. It'd be nice if we could draw some more lands, though, because the retorts really need another land for next turn to be able to cast it, and this Cryptic also needs more mana. Especially, I want to get to 4 so I can have 2 retorts up in one turn. Because he does have stuff like Remand, and that's pretty good. Well, we can't actually use any, like, he put that into play, so, like, he's not going to counter the Silvergill. We can't do anything else this turn, so may as well cast Silvergill while we can get the card out of it. That's not bad. Now we have stuff to put into play with Vial. I don't think there's any way he can realistically try to win this turn. See, my thinking for the mulligan is we have, I believe, 29 creatures in the deck, but we have a lot fewer counterspells, and the counterspells are probably the most important thing in this matchup. So I chose to gamble on the fact that we'll draw more creatures, and so far we have drawn at least 2 more creatures. Oh, that's fine, I think. Alright, I don't want to put the Lord in just yet. I think I will wait till his turn. And just get in for 2. Playing the Lord just walks it in front of, like, Fatal Push. Or any number of spells they can hit. See, the weird thing about, like, Bring to Light Scapeshift is they can play, like, a ton of different spells, and it's hard to pin down exactly what's in their list at any given moment. Like, they might have something like Izzet Charm, for instance, just to deal 2 damage to a creature. But it's also good against the counterspells, too, so. And it looks like he might just be waiting until he can go for it and hold up a Remand at the same time, which makes sense. So we really need to start drawing some lands. That's good. So he's at 6 lands now, but he needs 8 lands to kill us. So I think what I want to do is I'll attack. Oh, why did I tick Vial up? I didn't. Oh my god, that's so stupid. I have totally screwed myself on that. Oh, that's just inexcusable. How did I do that? Wasn't paying attention and I accidentally clicked yes for Vial. Alright. Well, then that's fine, because I don't know if I want to play Lord anyway. I might want to just throw it away to Biomancer, because I would much rather have another land to... I want to adapt it so I can cycle this Lord for another land so I can keep all the counter spells up. It's not the end of the world. This is just dumb. This isn't even the first time that I've done this, because I just clicked the button and didn't realize that I was clicking yes instead of no. 7 lands is not enough to kill me, because he needs 8, because, like, he has to bolt me first and then be able to go off. But if he casts Bring to Light, I will just Wizard's Retort it. Alright, looks like he's making a move. If he uses spot removal, that just resolves. I'm not doing anything about that. This is a 2-turn clock, so... So what is he gonna get with this? The problem is, like, he could actually get something like Supreme Verdict, even though I haven't seen him play any white lands yet, so... 3 colors. 3 colors looks like maybe Anger the Gods, but I also kind of get the feeling that he has Remand in his hand. This definitely looks like Remand. So I'll let I don't think there's any uncounterable 3 cost spell that he's gonna find. I'd rather know what he's gonna get first, and then we'll retort it. It's Anger of the Gods. Okay, I figured as much. All right, then we'll do this. I'm sure that I am 100% sure he's gonna Remand this. Yeah, that's fine. All right, deal. This is going to be so hard now because now I can't like safely put anything into play because I'm stupid. Otherwise, I would be able to vial this Lord in and still have a chance. I guess I should have did this too. I'm just not with it today. I think if they don't do anything at end of turn, I'm just going to flash in Trickster and then crack Relic. Well, actually, I will probably crack Relic first because I don't want him to like flash in Snapcaster and Remand anything. That's fine, I guess. This is not the worst because now we can hold up 2 Wizard's Retorts. He has 3 cards in hand and hasn't done anything yet. The problem is I don't want to play Lord of Atlantis right now because the chance, like if he kills Trickster, then I can't use the retort. If I play this and he kills Trickster, then retort's totally offline. And he knows I have at least 1 retort in my hand. However, next turn I can safely play Island plus Lord because then even if he kills Trickster, I still have at least 1 counterspell up. At any point, Scapeshift threatens to kill us, but he knows that I have a counterspell, so he's not going to go off until he has at least 1 counter. It is far too late for that to matter. Sure, deal. Yep. Alright. So now I will play Lord. Because I have to put more pressure on. This wins a little bit faster. Because now we could actually play Lord and attack for 7 next turn. Or we can, yeah, we can attack for 7 next turn. Yeah, okay. You can waste a Rending Volley in that. That's cool. Drawing another island would actually be fine, because then it lets us play Lord and, like, Cryptic or something. Yeah, we have to let that resolve. Because, again, if we tap out here, like, he still threatens to just Scapeshift us. That's good. Yeah, I'll play Ben. And I'm not going to play Lord this turn. Ben turns on both Wizard's Retorts. Sure. That's fine. Harbinger, I actually think I might like Harbinger a little bit more than Cryptic. Actually, maybe more than Lord of Atlantis, because it's still a wizard. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to ditch Lord. I think Harbinger is going to be slightly better here. Being a wizard is more important right now, especially if we draw a 6th land. There we go. Well, we don't need to cast it yet. I'm surprised. Rending Volley is actually pretty old tech for this deck. They got to be careful, though, because if they keep getting enough lands in play, they may not have enough lands to combo off with. So notice that like everything he's going for is not a mountain right now. He's got 2 in play. The possibility that they put too many mountains in play and we're not able to scape shift is definitely real. This still threatens to win in 2 turns. We have 2 counterspells up this turn, and then Cryptic plus Retort up next turn. So this is a pretty good spot to be in right now. He still might be worried that I just put Master in play at any point. No. I need to threaten to kill you next turn. Okay, that's fine. He has 1 card left, so he might feel safe that I use the counter to go for it. Which means if he's going to try to go for it, then he's just going to have to be lucky. What are you doing? What are you casting that's like 8 mana? Scape Shift and you're just floating a bunch of lands. So if you have Remand in your hand, then this is really bad. So I'm going to Wizard's Retort it. Because then this plays around Remand. It also plays around Is It Charm. Do you have Cryptic? Yeah, that's gonna be enough, I'm sure. Alright. Well, if he had Cryptic, then that was Cryptic plus Scape Shift. He just drew one of them this turn, so that means he probably was holding on to Cryptic in his hand and then just top decked the Scape Shift, I'm guessing. Alright, show me that you have enough lands in your deck to do this. They have to be very careful though, because like they're not like the red-green Valakut. Like the number of mountains in this deck is a lot lower. So we'll have to see. Make him show us how many mountains he has. I think yeah, that should be enough. We were very close this game, but yeah, that's way more than enough triggers, right? Alright, we're done. Okay, well, I think the mistake with the vial probably cost us that game, which is unfortunate. I don't think I'm going to change anything, though. I think this just stays the same. That sucked, because he needed exactly like a Cryptic and then the Scape Shift, because any of his soft counters were not going to be good enough. This is fine. We'll keep. Or we'll lead with Ben. I want to sandbag the Curse Catcher, probably. Actually, what can he do? Well, if we play Curse Catcher, that keeps him from, like, turn 2 Farseek, so actually maybe that's better. Or it might force him to use a removal spell right away instead of casting a ramp spell. We've got time for this later. Alright, let's get him. Get in that damage while we can. And we can go Silvergill, Biomancer. Gotta be careful though, because he could just draw the anger. This looks like maybe he... I don't know how risky I want to go in this. Alright, well... He can't go anger next turn unless he has bolt first. So I think we have one more turn to commit stuff to the board before we can protect it with Retort. Actually the Vial's better. We'll do that. That's fine. Okay, so maybe he might actually go with anger next turn. It's entirely possible. Yep. Okay. It's not the worst. Yes. Alright. We can play Ben this turn and then hold up Retort. Well, here's the thing, like, what are the odds that he's gonna have, like, another anger? No, but I don't know, maybe this is fine, we'll just do this. I don't want to get, like, super greedy here, because I think we're not in a terrible position. Yes, Nikachu, this is definitely Bring to Light Scapeshift. I figured it out as soon as he played, like, he showed me 4 colors in his deck with the steam vents, and then he proceeded to cast Bring the Light several times. Yeah, that's fine. So Bring to Light Scapeshift is actually like a control deck that just runs Scapeshift as a combo in it, or yeah, like a combo finish. So it doesn't surprise me at all that they're gonna play something like do I want to adapt this? I mean, I should. I can just discard whatever I draw. Like, this is the question, like, should you loot or not loot? I don't really need this right now, so... Yeah, the Bring to Light deck just tends to play a lot of control cards in it and then just try to get there with Scapeshift. So, yes. Alright, then we're almost definitely going to loot this away with Ben. Well, no, that's the question, though, because we could put Silvergill in play and then play the island and then hold up both Retort and Dilute. I don't think we need to do that, though. I think I'm only going to play the island if he tries to block that Biomancer and kill it. Yeah, okay, this is fine. He can take 1. Well, actually, no, I should play the island anyway, just because he might have Remand. And then if he remands Wizard's Retort, I can recast it. Alright, well, this game is going to determine whether I get my play points back for this league or not. It all comes down to this. I cannot win if you do that. Okay. This is not looking good. That's not a fantastic one. Always no. That's actually a pretty good one, though. And actually, I think I'm going to adapt this right away because I don't want him to be able to bolt it in response. Well, that sucks. We're getting into very dangerous territory right now. He's going to snap Master Anger of the Gods. This is so bad. On Spell Pierce, but I did not. Alright, well, this game is not looking good. We have no pressure at all. I guess we're playing this. And I don't think I need to play this island just yet. Yep. See, now he's in a spot where he might just block and let the Curse Catcher die to secure a Tribe Elder. Well, we can vial that in. Yeah, I kind of want to do that because we're just in a really bad spot right now. Ooh, that's not the worst. So what's gonna happen here? If he just has Scape Shift and like a land in his hand, then we just are gonna die. So clearly doesn't have like a counter spell though. But I kind of want to see if I can draw a counter spell. He might try to push the Silvergill Adept right now. Remand, huh? Alright. Well, no, I really want this thing. Alright. So what do we do here? If he wants to trade with this, so be it. Now we have enough pressure where I think he won't. Yeah, alright. That's fine. So the plan worked. We got to keep Curse Catcher. But hopefully it doesn't mean he's... I hope that he's not just going to play like Landscape Shift because we're just stone dead to that. Oh, there's land. Where's Bring the Light? No, 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 no. Please don't do this. Alright, alright. Please don't do this to me. I don't deserve to die like this. Okay. This makes me feel better. Yep. Okay. Can we just try to kill him? 4. We can. All right. Well, I guess that's what we have to do. Let's just try to go for a win because that's fine. Yeah. All right. Well, if he doesn't have a removal spell, we win. Please be a concede. Ah, sick! We got there, finally! Well, that was the out that we had to play towards, so that was good. Alright. Finally, something goes right for us for a change. So let's see, what happened? So we lost against the Grixis Death Shadow deck, and what was the other one? I forget what this one was. Yes, yeah, come on. I want to see. I forget what the deck was that we played against for round 1. Oh, that was the Titan Shift. Yeah, the Breach Titan deck. Okay. Honestly, I think we had very good chances against Breach Titan. The problem was just that, like, we kept, I think, 3 lands in the opening hand for game 3, and we never drew the 4th one that we needed to cast Cryptic Command, so yeah, that kind of sucked. And yeah, Death Shadow just, like, they had, like, the good draws that just, like, rolled us, and again, I don't think there was a whole lot we could do. Like, it's just like that sometimes, but this was fine. I think I like this or the list that we're playing. Let's look at this deck again. Yeah, I think this is fine. If I'm gonna play this IQ this weekend, I might actually just play this list. I think this is okay. We did beat Dredge. That was pretty impressive. We got to beat what was it? Come on, I just played these decks. I should remember what it is that we played against. We played against the Scape Shift deck, or the Bring to Light Scape Shift deck, and then what was the other one that we won against? It was come on, I know this one. Damn it. I always try to like note these afterwards so that I can get some idea of how these leagues go. I'll show you what it looks like actually in a second. Yeah. I want to. Which deck was it? I totally forgot. Oh, Amulet Titan. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we beat the Amulet Titan, which was that was a surprising victory because that deck's very hard to beat. But Cryptic Command's really good against Amulet Titan, surprisingly. Yeah, I don't know. I think that this is fine. The Phantasmal Images kind of did what I wanted. One of the things that like Nietzsche mentioned, and I kind of agree with, is that Merfolk needs somewhere around like 14 just like power cards in order to make the deck really work. And so normally we have like 8 lords, and like we usually have like 4 master waves. So I only have 13 right now because there's effectively like 10 lords because of the image and then 3 masters. But I think the cryptics also kind of count towards that a little bit. Because the cryptics, when you cast them, are just like power cards. I'm still pleasantly I like the fairy conclaves. I think that these are going to stay. I don't want to walk into situations where I can't play like Lord of Atlantis and Wizard's Retort on the same turn. That's just way too brutal. The Mutavaults have screwed me so many times, and the conclaves have not really been that hard to sequence in order to make them not really that bad of a drawback. And even when they are, it's only for a turn, because then afterwards you can cast all your spells. Whereas with Mutavault, if you get color screwed with that thing, like you're going to be color screwed with it until you draw another land, which could be a long time. So I don't know. I think with all the blue mana symbols, with like the Wizard Retort and the Cryptic Command, and I mean, we already play a whole bunch of creatures that require lots of blue pips on them. I think that having a mana base that's like 20 blue sources, it feels really good. We didn't get to use the rejections that much, but I still think that they have a good spot here. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about is like Hardened Scales Affinity. I'm not convinced that the 2 recalls are enough for that. I could see maybe one of these dismembers finds its way into the main deck, but I'm still not exactly sure how I would go about doing that. I don't know. This is still probably fine, and like Spreading Seas is. I think the two are fine in the sideboard. They'll help against Tron a little bit as well, and we're a little bit soft to Tron in the main. And I mean, it's always going to be a hard matchup, but I think Tron is just either going to win by itself or lose by itself, and we're just going to be there for the ride most of the time. So if they have it in game one, they have it in game one. I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. Yeah, I'm willing to gamble a little bit, and that's kind of the rejection helps balance it out in game 2 and 3 a little bit. I don't know. I'm happy with this. Probably Sunday I might play another league with this. We'll see how that goes, and if I end up playing the IQ, then I'll also talk a little bit about how that goes. I think it's on Saturday. I'm trying to figure out if I actually have time to go do it or not, because I have other plans later that night, so I'll figure that out. Yeah, the rejections I think are going to stay. I don't see any reality in which they are not there. There's too many things where they're actually good against. War Prison, like Hardened Scales, Tron. We even brought them in against the Amulet Titan. So I think yeah, these are good. We'll leave them here. So I've seen some people talk about maybe having some number of Dispel, but I think between Curse Catcher, Spell Pierce, and the Wizard's Retort already, I'm not really that concerned with the things that Dispel hits. I'm more concerned with the ridiculous colorless cards that we need to worry about, like Ballista and Ensnaring Bridge and Engineered Explosives. Colorless cards are the ones that actually hurt Merfolk the most, I think. So having something that deals with them makes me feel a lot better. Well, that's all I have for tonight. So, like I said, probably Sunday I will be playing another league with this. So I guess then I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. That's all I have for now. Bye.